Connected, connected. We're connected. Mm, mm. Whatever. I am here. I'm present on this beautiful Libra new moon. What a gorgeous day it is. Hey, Sammy. Good to see you. Yeah, we're doing another ceremony at 7. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. I took some time to initiate connection with the goddesses today because today is the new moon. And I really wanted to go into the depth of the aspect of what we consider shadow. So I have been channeling Lilith today. Lilith feels very comfortable. She's fiery. She brings illuminate. She'll tell you shit. And the next, because first it was her, and then it was Kali, and then it was Hecate, and then Diana and Artemis. Yes. And so all of the goddesses are present right now. It's very beautiful. It's a beautiful energy, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy to be in this energy. We're in a rebirth, a recycle, like a rejuvenation for the next 3 weeks or so, right? And it's a becoming, a finding out of who it is that you want to become, right? And today is really good because the moon went into a space of where it needs balance, and you have to start over. If you need balance, you have to find what balance means to you. Means is feels to you, and create an understanding. That's a thought, a cognition, a recognition. So you recognize the vibration, and then it gets easier. Sarah's here. Yay.
I'm here.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
Great. Welcome.
Thank you.
We have Sammy, who said hi, and that's so far who we have. And so,
hi, Sammy. Did you do a reading? Did you do a reading for her yet? Or are you guys just chatting?
No, I was just kind of talking about the new moon a little bit, because the new moon is today. And so it feels really, and she said, hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Okay. And so it's a very, like, Lakshmi is around. There's just a lot of divine feminine goddess energy around of birthing and rebirthing, right? The body goddesses are in the same house, are in the house. The body goddesses are in the house.
Yes.
We have another hi. Hi, Lucinda. Thank you. Yes, great. All right. That's from Anna. Cool. All right, great. So yeah, so because the new moon, right? This is about finding balance and harmony and what it is that you want to bring forward. And so let's read to things like that today. All right. Let's read them into that path so that way we can do some clearing for them. And we usually do this because Sarah and I have changed our format a bit. Okay. And what we do now is we'll accept a question. We're going to conceptualize it between the two of us. And you could watch us as we begin to shift and read the energy, because you may sense it. You may sense it in some way. And then you may create like an understanding of what's happening, like a noticeable shift will take place. And what that means is that you're moving into the energy of possibility of what you're truly discerning of what you'd like. Okay. And so this is an alignment. So this is an ask and align aspect. And we're just doing this because we want to show you how powerful you are.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. So first things first, kind of decide where you're at. That's the first thing everybody needs to do. You have to recognize where you're at. And you do that by coming into your body and into your physical self. So you notice your breath, you notice how your body feels. All right. And then you just keep feeling into your body. And then you can check in to see what kind of emotions are around you. And then you can see or feel the ones that you are choosing to use. Okay. All right. And then
Mhm.
you can let go of each of them as you recognize them. You don't have to attach them to anything. It's just like, oh, I have a high charge around sadness. Okay. I can recognize sadness and I can let go of it. I have a high charge around limitation. Okay. I
Mhm.
can let go of that. I have a I have a high charge around being told what to do. And you can let go of that.
So my question to you, can you explain how they can let go of it if they're in it?
What's that?
Could you explain to them how they can let go of it when they're in it? Because it's easier said than done.
Well, yeah, it's always easier said than done because we're in the hindsight aspect.
Mhm.
And now we've been through an experience. Now we have the tool. When you're in the experience, you're developing the tool. You're developing it. And so I can give you my tool and you can use it, but you're going to use it in your own way.
Yeah.
And when you use it in your own way, that's what will bring satisfaction. So I have suggestions and things that I use. One that I use, like if I'm deep into a loop, because this is what I've been discussing with people, and this is what Pluto and Aquarius is. Pluto and Aquarius is showing us what our repetitious patterns of information are. All right. And we're being asked at very deeply emotional and thoughtful levels as to whether or not we want to hold on to those beliefs and practices. And do they serve us? Do they truly serve us? And
Mm-hmm.
we're looking at how they serve us, and we're deciding whether or not that's selfish or communal.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're finding out who we are through that process. All right. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times when we find ourselves in what is a colonial aspect of selfishness, okay, it's a discerning moment for us, and we'll come into shame, guilt, remorse patterns that have happened before in our lives. And we'll practice saying, I'm sorry a lot in our
Mm-hmm.
conversations. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And that is for me, I can discern from that when somebody says they're sorry, that they're in grief. They're deep in grief. All right. All right. So they're grieving a process that has happened. They don't know how to repair it or make it all better, but they're recognizing that there was a separation in ideation. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See how everybody started to let go? Because we use different words instead of being right or wrong. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you have to do it. You have to recognize the way you're talking to yourself is a construct. And whatever you say to yourself, the subject is you.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Always. If you are mofoing somebody out there and not out louding it directly to that individual, you are internalizing a dialogue of poison that is only meant, meaning, feeling you. And that is it. That is it. Okay. So, whatever dialogue you have going on, that is what you are living. Absolutely 100% living,
Yeah.
living, breathing, moving, thinking, feeling. That is you. That is what you are doing. That is what you are being. That's who you are. You have to recognize that. You have to stop. You have to go, oh. That's where I'm at. Oh. Okay, so I've been talking about this person, and so I don't know how to treat that because like I have a lot of emotions around like situations that I'm tied to still, obviously, because I'm thinking about them and I feel them in my body. And as I feel them in my body, what do I want to do about that? Do I want to look at them in my body? Not really. I don't really want to pay attention to them. Okay, so that right there requires contrary behavior. So instead of my old behavior patterns of ignoring and just saying, oh, it doesn't fucking exist, I'm gonna say, okay, where is it in my body? And I'm gonna say, oh, there you are, motherfucker. Step the fuck out. Woo! And I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab it like that. Everybody felt that, huh? Because we're collective.
Mhm.
And I'm just going to wrap it up in some beautiful gold paper, ribbons, beauty, right? I'm going to cast it to the God of my understanding who only has my back,
Yeah.
right? Loves me unconditionally and doesn't want me to have to receive that sort of confusion and chaos in my life. And
Mhm.
that's my understanding of my experience. And those are my beliefs. But wow, look at how we all benefited from those fucking beliefs.
Yeah. Well, that's why I wanted you to explain it because your way seems to work really well.
What I
So,
did was this. What I did was this. I checked in with my physical form. All right. And I noticed that it wasn't what I would consider 100% clear. All right. And that means I'm feeling something in the in between of my aura. Like I can sense my energetic presence out here if I tune into it. You could sense it. You could sense your energetic presence out here. All right. And then if you keep sensing it out here, you could begin to feel it against your skin. All right. Because you've changed where your mind is focused. Now your mind is focused into energy. Now it's going to read energy. It's not going to read your physical body anymore and all your aches and pains. Now you can look with your energy. Just say, I want to look with my energy to my body. And I want you to highlight body, any aches and pains that I have. All right. And now everything that hurts is going to pop off. All right. As that pops off, you say, oh, am I safe to release this stagnant energy? Right? Put your
yeah.
hands on your heart and you say, am I safe to release this stagnant energy? Can I love myself and accept that all these bits and pieces are truly me and perfect and loving and enough? I've always been enough, always. I keep showing up. I am always the best version of who I am, and I keep getting better and better and better. I am filled with so much beauty. I'm filled with so much love. I am that beauty. I am love. I am peace. I am ease. And what you're doing is thinking and then feeling. So you're creating an understanding and a meaning. And that is connecting your mind, body, spirit presence. And you can choose gratitude because you have an understanding of what it means to you. You can choose ease because you have an understanding of what it means to you. And what you do is you just keep bringing yourself into your body that way. Pretty soon, all the aches and pains are gone because now you're working with different energy fields.
Mhm.
Your whole system is good and you're clear, you're grounded, you're in. And this is where you want to make your decisions from. This is where
Mm.
you want to truly discern your aspects, right?
Right.
And if you're still asking the same question that you've been asking and it's a new moon, it's the wrong question. That's what I would say. I would say that that means that there has to be a severing of or a recognition, because this is like the practice for today, a recognition of everything that has not transpired the way that you thought that it should. That's what the beginning of your ritual or ceremony, it should have involvement with recognizing where you're at, right? Finding whatever those longings or desires that feel unfulfilled and articulating them onto a paper. It's a Libra new moon, and you're looking for balance and harmony so that you can create. All right. So you have to recognize where you're at. You have to sit with who you are, what you've manifested so far, accept that that's what you have from all the asks that you've done that you can recollect, and sit in your form, your physical form, and be okay with what has transpired. You can write it, and oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. But you also have to write what has not transpired. So there's a recognition, because otherwise you continue to hold on to that field and deplete yourself because you're still trying to make something happen from a space that it has not happened yet because that was a wrong frequency or signal. So you have to let go of this radio channel and dial into a different radio channel to get a better song, because the song you're trying to play isn't coming through properly. The filters that you've put in are not working any longer. So you're just getting everything because you've been everywhere with that particular subject. So you have to recognize where you're fucking at
Mhm.
and say, oh, okay. All right. Everybody just came in their body. And breathe and then burn that. I like to burn that stuff because it's an air, okay? So the smoke, when you release it, now you're releasing it from your field in that way, right? And that
Mhm.
makes it really nice. Then the next thing that you could do is you could listen to some music for about 20 minutes, something that has like a frequency that you would like to entrain your body to. All right. You
Mhm.
can do like a 528 hertz. That's for the heart. That's really good because your heart is your center. And if you can entrain your body to that vibration, you'll feel connected in that all of existence way. Right. So that would be really good. 20 or 30 minutes of that to just lie still and give yourself that release, that love, right?
Mhm.
You come back from that. Maybe you have a card deck that is positive, okay? You could have that aside, and then you might do like 3 positive affirmations after you come out of the music, right? What are 3 positive affirmations that you can say to yourself out loud every day, right? And so you'd write those down, and then you would go ahead and read the card. So the card could play into how you want to build your mantras, what kind of messaging you want to take forward in the weeks to come, because this is probably the newest, the best new moon of where Pluto's placement in the beginning has been for us, because we have more clarity, we have more we have more incentive, we have more motivation, we have more insight, we have a lot of misinformation that is now dis it's like out of the way, and we're seeing for real time aspects. And this discernment that has to build at a rapid rate is a very thoughtful feeling energy that we're all practicing, because we're going slow enough to become community. And as we become community, it allows us to expand our network of energy and become inclusive, more accepting. And then we feel that same thing in all the circles that we connect with. So basically that's like the change that's coming, and we're learning how to navigate that and how to connect the way that we would like from our hearts. And in order to do that, we have to be safe. So that's why you would want to give yourself positive affirmations, because you're going to reset your body, you're going to reset your mind, you're going to reset your heart. All right. And you do it through articulation, what you say to yourself. And if you positively affect yourself, maybe in the morning or first actions, you will continue to do so, because you're setting that pattern throughout the day. And it's just very beneficial. But that would be like that's basically what we're going to be doing for the ritual today. And so we've already done one, and so we'll do another one, and they're brilliant. I just like them. So anyway, wow, that was a lot. Ooh, thanks, Mother. Everybody needs to do their shit.
We do.
She's like, sync up with the moon.
Yes, we do.
What a great channel. Okay, so if you want to rephrase your question, Angelica, that would be better. Okay, rephrase your question. Okay, if it needs to be the same subject, then you're asking the wrong question, because this is a direction towards self. Okay, and since this is like that between aspect, okay, okay, since it's like that between aspect, what are you recognizing? What are you recognizing? Okay, all right. He's there, then he's gone. He's there, then he's gone. So why don't you just say, not, he's not there. Okay, he's not there. See, you come into your body, he's not there. You just recognize where you're at. Okay, you have to let it go long enough to know who you are in the situation. And right now, you're still wrapped up in this individual. Because you're wrapped up in this individual, you're coming from the same place you have been all along, and it hasn't gotten you what you've wanted yet. Here's her question. And she says, "Ooh, Sarah, I love the red."
Thanks.
Man, Lilith is on fire today. She's just oh, Kali, that was Kali. Sorry. The distance, is it me or not? It's you. Is that what you're getting? What are you getting?
I'm getting that.
Here we go. I'm focusing on it. Yes, that's what we're saying. Yes, laugh my ass off. I see what you said. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. And then here we go. Ooh, Sarah, I love the red. Okay. Ah, okay. We're in a fiery place right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if there is, let's see if there's another willing soul here. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I don't think there is.
Well, I think you've shifted everybody already.
That was so good. Wasn't that great?
Yeah.
Is it time to let go of Ryan or keep going? This is for Sam.
Mm. Well, I think it depends on how you're feeling. Like we were saying before, like how are you feeling about yourself and are you in that mindset where you're able to actually release and go about your way and be good? And then if Ryan is supposed to be with you or be in your field, then Ryan will be in your field at the time he's supposed to be. It's like all divine timing. So I would say, yeah, I would say I would let it go. And then he'll come back to you when the time is right. And when you're good with yourself and you're ready to be clear and bring it in without having that connection and that hold, that grip. That's what I'm getting. So you don't want to have it where it's like a forced thing. You don't want to force anybody in your field. It's like what Lucinda said. It's um, you're not going to be on that same vibration. It's like you're forcing something to be there when really it's maybe not supposed to be in that time. Doesn't mean it's not going to be ever, but it maybe at that moment, if you feel like it's being forced, then it's probably not at that right timing right now. Does that make sense?
We haven't had a conversation and I've kept it in and ready to talk, but in person is great. Avoidance are too much to handle. Avoidance are too much to handle.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a little, I need more clarity because see, here's what I'm getting. I'm getting that you do have to choose a recognition point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that means deciding, pardon me, deciding how far you've come, like where you're really at. And it has to be decisive. You have to discern it. So it has to be, and that is where you're feeling the either or. Okay. But until you decide where you're at, you can't understand what you want. Okay. You'll keep wanting what you wanted when you found him. And now you want something more or different than
Mm-hmm.
what is happening right now. Get it? And what you wanted before got you this. And now you want something different, but you're using this behavior. Do you get it? So you're going to keep getting this with whatever behavior this is. All right. And you had expressed that there were some desirable traits that you like, and there were some undesirable aspects that you didn't prefer. And I still think you're heavy in comparison to previous experience. And I think that until you do a deeper understanding of who Sammy is and what Sammy really wants, right? Because what does Sammy really want? What do you really want? If like is that going to be forever? So is that what you're asking about? Are you asking if this is like a forever relationship? And if so, what does that look like to you? And what does forever look like to you? And like, how is this supposed to go? What have you decided about that? And if it's not looking the way that you've decided, what are you doing to make it look the way that you would like? Are you speaking about it to yourself? Are you doing rituals in the evening under the moon to help yourself? Are you allowing yourself to really speak your truth into vision and experience? Or are you negating what you say to yourself? All right. Now you have your answer. Wow. Mm-hmm. Yes. Right. Right. And that's all she was showing you. That's all she was showing you, is that you're just holding on to it internally, right? So here you go, right? Here you go. Oh, Miss Sarah, it's 4:01. Are we good? Do you want to
Yeah,
do one more?
we can do one more. No
Okay.
problem.
Okay, great. All right. I was offered a new position at work. Any advice? What do you think, Sarah? I get a pain in my head.
You know, I was as well. I'm wondering if that's an overwhelming feeling. Is that like an overwhelming sense? Like, am I gonna be doing too much, or am I gonna be feeling overwhelmed in what I'm doing? So that's the feeling I'm getting. So I would say the advice, my thoughts would be to do the job.
Clearly defined task orientation. Clearly defined task orientation.
Yeah.
It feels like there is a management aspect to it. So I don't believe that the compensation merits the management aspect to it. That's why if it is an hourly that you are being offered, you ask them to put it into a task orientation. How many tasks? What are my criteria? And then stay within that and ask yourself if you can do that, because doing the same job you're already doing and then adding something to it, that doesn't sound okay. You're not being compensated properly already where you're at. Okay. All right, here we are. Now you're coming into your body. You're like, damn it. Ooh, that's right, girl. Come on in. Come on in. The weather's fine. Now it's time for Anna to ask what Anna wants. What does Anna want? Right? What does Anna want? Okay. What does Anna want? And like, what are you willing to exchange in services for that amount of compensation, and feel in reciprocity to the company, not to an individual? The company in and of itself is its own entity. And if you feed it kindness, reciprocity, and recognition, it will help you flourish in spite of who's in charge, because that's just personalities.
Yep.
Well, look at your solar plex start to wiggle, 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 wiggle. That's empowerment because it's spinning. That's good, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Miss Sarah? Was that all right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Cool. Well, thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Lucinda. Thank you, everybody. It was great seeing you
Love you
all.
guys. Happy new moon.
Happy new moon. Bye.
Bye.